All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead, Season 11, Episode 24. And yes, this was the series finale of the show. Not the end of The Walking Dead, of course, as we saw towards the end there, that there are some huge things coming up within the Walking Dead universe, which we will talk about, a little bit later. Of course, this channel will be covering, those things still in the future. But in terms of this main show, the show that started in 2010 with our guy Rick Grimes, that show has officially come to an end. It's crazy to think about it. It's crazy to think about that this show has has come to an end because this show has truly changed my life. I think this YouTube channel has changed my life for sure. Um, and it's just sort of crazy to see this show come to an end because I started this YouTube channel. The title is funny because the title is All Things Film. When I started the YouTube channel, I knew I was going to talk about The Walking Dead, but I also was going to talk about movies and TV shows because I still love movies and TV shows, just other movies and TV shows. But the Walking Dead community, man, they just, they watch my videos and we grew a little bit of a fan base here. Now, I mean, I have just a little bit under 8,000 subscribers. That's absolutely nothing, I still work, I still go to college, it's not like anything crazy, but it's just like a big part of my life. And I think this show has changed my life in some ways. Um, and I'm truly grateful for this show, and I'm excited for the future because, like I said, there's still a lot coming up. And this was, I'm not gonna, I mean, I guess I'll give a spoiler warning before I get into it, but yeah, it was really crazy, and it definitely exceeded my expectations. I did not see the show go in this direction. I don't know why, I just didn't. I should have, but I just didn't. I don't know why. Um, and yeah, so let me just go ahead and give a spoiler warning before we continue talking about the episode. So, in case you have not seen the episode, spoiler warning. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. So, like I said, overall, this was a great episode. I love this episode. I thought it was a great series finale. I truly did. Series finales are always like a big thing in TV shows. And I think The Walking Dead, truly, I do think The Walking Dead nailed it. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Walking Dead fan. I really do think The Walking Dead had a great, solid finale. Um, and we saw at the end there. I don't want to jump to the end, but I'll mention it because everyone is just we're all, that's the big thing that everyone is talking about. Rick Grimes came back. Rick Grimes came back. I mean, he didn't come back to Alexandria, but he's on the show and Michonne, and I could not believe this. This is what I meant. I just don't know. I felt like, I mean, I've been saying for the longest time that we might hear Rick's voice, like it's very possible, but I never thought we would actually see Rick for some reason, and we did. So that's what I meant. It definitely exceeded my expectations. Let me just tell you, when I saw Rick there with that jacket, with that smile when he looked up at the CRM helicopter, his classic hair, oh my goodness, I had the biggest smile on my face, and seeing Michonne she was riding the horse and that, I don't want to say costume, but just like that, the things she was wearing, the attire, she just looked so badass in that, and I loved it. Um, and I love, the little speech that Michonne gave and Rick as well. And it was just a great scene to see both those characters. I had the biggest smile on my face. I was so excited. Um, I wanted to see more, but yeah, I mean, I had a smile on my face pretty much the entire second half, when it started wrapping up. But let's go ahead and talk about the whole episode from beginning to end, and we'll talk a little bit more about the Rick thing. But yeah, this is a crazy episode. And it started off insane, with Jules and Luke both dying. Things are moving so quickly. I did not expect that. That's what I meant. This episode took so many turns. I did not expect those two characters to die that quickly. That was insane. And I think it set the tone for the episode so fast because you're like, all right, this is the final episode of the series. No one is safe. That's what it was telling me, and it was true. Um, and my heart was racing the entire scene. Rosita fighting those walkers. and she was climbing the ladder, and Eugene and Gabriel were like calling for her, and she fell down, and then like I have no idea how she did that, but that was an epic moment, on the show for sure, absolutely epic. Um, but as we did see in the show, Rosita had died, or she got bitten, and yeah, they did also show, her her tombstone, but yeah, that was hard to see, all the goodbyes and stuff. And Rosita is probably the biggest, character who's died on the show since like, I mean, she's been there since season 4. When was the last time a character from like season 5 or 4 died? Like it's been a long time. Like there's been major characters who come and go, who die. Like Sadiq was a big character, I thought, but he came in season 8. Like in terms of characters who like, unless I'm just completely blanking on someone, I'm thinking maybe Carl. Because Rick and Michonne are obviously alive. Like, who am I missing? Who's a character from like that back season 4 and 5 who had died? Like, it's been a long time. I'm probably missing somebody, and like everyone is yelling at me right now. um, but the point is, nonetheless, like whatever, just like Rosita, like her character, like that was a major character death. Um, and yeah, we also had like a lot of Maggie and Negan scenes, and the apology and the tears. Like those are really, really heartfelt scenes, and really hard to watch as well. Like in terms of what all these characters have been through. It was really sad. Definitely setting up their spinoff. Now they didn't specifically go off on their spinoff like Daryl did at the end there. So I wonder how Dead City is going to pick up. Like, is it just gonna pick up with them, in New York? Or, like, what's going on? Like, we'll talk more about that in future videos and stuff. But yeah, I also had a note here about Eugene and Rosita. Like that, like I said, like Rosita, everyone was talking to her, and Eugene, like that was really sad because those two have been together since the beginning. They both joined the show at the same time. And I just have to give a round of applause to Eugene because I think his character has had some amazing arcs. They did a great job with his character. He's like one of those characters who, like, there's characters in the show I'm always like, I want more from this character. I want more from this character. Eugene, they gave a lot to. Like from the Negan arc, like from All Out War to the Whispers to the Commonwealth. He had interesting arcs all throughout. And Josh McDermott played the heck out of Eugene, man. Like it was like I said in previous videos, like I think Josh McDermott is truly one of the best actors in the show. Like he definitely probably the most improved actor on the show since the beginning. He's been amazing, but yeah. We also had some great scenes with Ezekiel. Every time him and Mercer, they were talking when they had like the future. I don't know why I'm skipping to the future part, but we'll talk more about the Commonwealth stuff as well. But yeah, I mean, I swear, every time Ezekiel talks, I just love it. I do wish they did more with Ezekiel. Like, he's one of those characters who I really, really wish they did more with. Um, I think Kari Payton did such a great job with Ezekiel, and I mean, for the longest time, I was saying like TV show Ezekiel was better than the comic counterpart in my opinion, and a lot of that has to do with the performance from Kari Payton, I think, and I do wish we got some more from him, just in general in terms of like the final couple seasons. Um, and then yeah, like that whole sequence, I'm kind of moving backwards. I'm doing my review backwards, so I apologize, but the whole sequence of the Commonwealth was intense. Like the music and them destroying all the walkers, that was insane. I mean, wow. I mean, I don't really know. Like that was kind of crazy what happened there. And just the build up to that, was like even more interesting to me. Like with Pamela getting arrested and her walking up to the gate and seeing Lance, and also the music added so much to these sequences. Oh my goodness! And I've been saying this in all my reviews for season 11. I think like the music this season has been phenomenal. I've loved it so much. The scoring is great. And then we also had like the Thanksgiving dinner, which was definitely fitting for the time that this episode was airing. Obviously, I'm sure that was planned, right? So that was really lovely to see. And again, like the goodbyes to Rosita was really sad, when they had the 1 year later. Um, and yeah, like they did the little time jump and like they were rebuilding, which was so amazing. I love seeing everyone happy like that. And I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it. And it is emotional to see the show end like that, Like it is really emotional because like I said, the show has been a big part of my life, really. And what else is really interesting is that my channel is turning 5 years old, like very soon. because I started my YouTube channel like in November of 2017, right? So it's November of 2022 now, which is like kind of interesting. You know, The Walking Dead ended on like very close to my 5-year anniversary on YouTube. So yeah, I'm feeling all kind of things right now, you know, in terms of The Walking Dead. But yeah, so they had the 1 year, you know, later, and then like they were saying goodbyes to each other and stuff. And like I said, like during this whole time, I was like, I had the biggest smile on my face. The Daryl and Carol "I Love You" was great, you know. And then Daryl went off, so we don't really know how he's going to get to France because I believe that's where he's going, but we'll see. I mean, he's going there. I wonder if they're gonna show it because like, how is he even getting there? It's kind of crazy to think about, but. Yeah, and then we had the Rick and Michonne stuff, which was amazing. I really, really did like that. I love the speech, you know, the dialogue they had, and then, you know, the little like cutaways to all the moments of the show. That was fantastic. And then we had Rick, like Rick actually there, and it seemed like Rick was trying to get away from the CRM, and that like sent that was like. That, I keep saying it, but like I had chills. Like it's so crazy to think about. Like he's been trying to get away this entire time. And you know he threw that thing, he threw his backpack away on the boat, and that's how Michonne found it, you know. So really, really interesting stuff. And then he had a smile there at the end, so I think like he's smiling because now he knows that his friends will hopefully find him, you know. So that made me so excited. And yeah, and then you know Michonne is following that herd of walkers, so we'll see what happens there. But like Rick and Michonne, you know, they're getting a spin-off together, which was already announced a while back. So I'm assuming, you know, they're gonna find each other, you know, like they're getting a spin-off together. But yeah, like I did not expect to see Rick, and that made me so happy. But you know, we can talk more about this, you know, in the future of the show in a different video. I just wanted to make this video specifically for episode 24. So let me know, what did you think about the episode? You know, did you like it? You know, what did you think about it in terms of a series finale? I'm very interested in hearing your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. And what did you think about the ending, you know, with Rick? Like, please, I'm very interested in hearing your thoughts and opinions. But yeah, like I said, overall, I love the episode. And it's a bittersweet ending to the show. You know, it's sad to see the main show end, but at the same time, we're getting like spin-offs still, you know, with all our favorite characters are still coming back. So, you know, that's great, and that's very, you know, exciting to look forward to. But yeah, in terms of this video, I am going to wrap it up there. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. And for more Walking Dead videos like this, be sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.